Why do some people think that AI can be their therapist? Is it because it actually can be? Or could it be because people don't know what good therapy is? I'm Vicky, I'm a therapist, and I'm fascinated by AI. This is my first YouTube video, so wish me luck. But I've started a YouTube channel because I am on a mission. I am on a mission to answer some questions about mental health and AI. Questions that feel pretty big and that I do not yet have the answers to. So I've basically just accepted that this is going to be a journey. It's going to be a journey of learning and discovery and conversation. So you're welcome to join me on this journey if you want. That's so cheesy. Okay. In this video, I'm going to share with you the 3 questions I'm hoping to dive into on this channel. Just to share my perspective up front, I'm not going to tell you if you should or you shouldn't use AI for therapy or for emotional support. And there are 3 reasons for that. One, because I don't believe in giving black and white advice. I don't really think it's helpful to sort of say yes or no without explaining why or having the nuanced conversation needed. 2, because I'm still learning about this and I'm allowing my opinion to evolve with the information that I get, and also while AI also evolves, and maybe the regulations around it will also evolve. And 3, because like with most things, I think the truth lies somewhere in the middle, somewhere in the gray area. And I think the conversation is probably or needs to be more complex than just should we or shouldn't we. It's kind of like sex education, because in communities where teenagers are told don't have sex, they still have sex, but they do it in ways that are riskier and there are higher rates of unplanned pregnancies. So giving advice like don't have sex or don't use AI without the conversations around the benefits, the risks, the implications, how to do it safely is just not helpful. So I'm on this mission to do my own research, and that does include trying out AI and seeing for myself how it works and what it can and can't do, how it feels to use it, and also drawing from my own clinical experience as a therapist in order to really try to identify and define what is it that AI can and what is it that it can't do in terms of mental health. And also, how can we improve awareness around this? How can we improve education around this so people know those limitations? So yeah, my current opinion on AI is I view it as a tool. And if someone fully understands the benefits and the risks of using a tool, then there's no reason not to use it. The problem currently with AI is that we don't fully understand the benefits and the risks. There's not a lot of research at this stage on it. We're still in that discovery process. And so I guess I'm kind of here to be part of the conversation in trying to figure it out. So my first question that I want to explore is, why do some people think that AI can be their therapist? Is it because it actually can be? Or could it be because people don't know what good therapy is? I mean, a lot of people are saying that ChatGPT has helped them like a therapist. A lot of them are even saying they found it more useful than human therapy. So in a way, I'm kind of asking, well, what even is good therapy? Like, how do we define what real effective therapy is? And we need to define it in order to be able to evaluate whether AI can do that. And this is so interesting to me because it's really forced me as a therapist to think about, well, what do I offer as a therapist? And is what ChatGPT can do equivalent to that? Better than that? Worse than that? It's sort of challenged me to think about that question in a way I think I haven't before. And it's really interesting. And it is a weird thing because sometimes therapy sort of works on different levels. It's more than a mental process. It's not just an emotional process. It's not just a physical process. It's kind of all of those things and more. And in some ways, it goes even deeper than that. It can sort of help you access parts of yourself that you didn't know were there or didn't know how to access. And it can bring what has previously been out of your awareness into your awareness, and it can shift how you are in relation to yourself, in relation to other people. So the question is, can AI do all of that? Or do people think that it can do that because maybe it's simulating that process or simulating part of that process? Or is it actually achieving all or part of that process? Or could it be that people don't know what good therapy is, and why might that be? Is it because they haven't experienced good therapy? I mean, I know that therapy is not accessible to everyone, and there are incredible therapists out there that are not accessible to everyone. Is the issue that there are not enough good therapists out there? Is it about a lack of education about what good mental health even is, looks like, how it's achieved? Is it all of the above? And also, how can we increase awareness of what good therapy is if that's the issue? So I don't have the answers to these questions right now, but I'm on a journey to figure it out. And the second question I want to explore is, how could using AI for emotional support impact mental health? And how could it impact our human relationships? Could it improve mental health? Could it worsen mental health? Could it improve human relationships? Could it worsen human relationships? And I really want to get as specific as possible about this. It's not enough to say, well, AI helped me more than a human therapist. Well, okay, how? What did it do that was different? When you say helped, in what way? What has improved? And when you say that it helped you more than a human therapist, how are you measuring that in order to say, well, this is more or this is less? So when we're talking about this issue, just like I don't like the blanket statements of it's good or it's bad, I think we need to challenge ourselves to get as specific as possible about the what and the how and the why. For example, if someone is afraid of judgment, they want to talk about something, but they don't want to be judged by a human, it might be tempting to go to ChatGPT to talk about that issue. But what are the implications of that? Like, even aside from the privacy concerns, how could that actually impact their mental health? Would it be beneficial? Could it potentially be harmful? And why or why not? If someone has a fight with their girlfriend and they talk to AI about that, how could that potentially benefit their relationship with their girlfriend? How could that potentially harm their relationship with their girlfriend? So there's a lot to break down here, and it feels really nuanced. It kind of feels context dependent and person dependent. And I just get this sense that there are a lot of different elements that would need to be explored in order to even attempt to answer these questions. And my third question is, can AI be used for emotional support safely? Because I'm going to be honest right now, the evidence is not looking great. There are stories in the news about AI being risky. There's not a lot of research, but mental health research is showing that there are certain emotional risks to using AI. The CEO of OpenAI has openly said that nothing you put into ChatGPT is private. So is there even a way to use it where the benefits could outweigh the risks? And what would need to happen to make AI use as safe as possible? Is it about educating people on the risks and the limitations? In which case, we need to get really clear in defining what those are. Is it about changing policies around AI use? Also, how do we define safety? Obviously, I would hope that we want to avoid extreme cases like suicide or death or psychosis. But even in less extreme cases, where is that line between safe use and unsafe use? Not just for an individual even, but for society. So it raises a lot of ethical questions. It raises a lot of questions about the emotional risks, the risk of dependency on AI, the risk of maybe trusting AI too much and then what the consequences of that could be. And also there are sort of questions about society and where are we headed? What do we value? What do we fear as people? So I know I've raised a lot of questions and not answered a lot of questions, but if you are even remotely interested in any of this and reflecting on this stuff, you are so welcome to join me on this journey of figuring it out or attempting to figure it out by subscribing. And let me know in the comments, what do you think? Do you have similar questions? Do you have answers? What are your thoughts? Can AI be used safely? Should it be used for emotional support? How and why? And thank you for being here, and I will see you in the next video. Hi. So wish me luck. Cool. Good work, team.